Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Elishea. I'm a psychic medium, so everything I do here is channeled. And I just feel like I'm on autopilot as I'm doing the intro, and I don't like that vibe, and it's really standing out to me as a message. So I'm going to take that as a message for you guys. If you're on autopilot right now, just take a moment to be conscious with yourself, to be present with yourself, because I feel like you've just been going through your day running errands or doing things and not taking a moment to breathe. I'm getting the name Lily Thompson, or Tommy, or like Thomas is coming through. Those names are coming through. For some reason, I'm getting Peach from Super Mario as well. But yeah, for anyone who's new, this is like a whole process I channel here. So the messages and everything, I always like ask that you guys pay attention. You know, if your device starts messing up, if you're halfway through a reading, it could be a message about the throat chakra, you know, or communication. Like, take it how it connects. In today's reading, we're basically looking at whatever comes through. But before I show you the options, if you guys want to book a personal reading, I'm currently open, so you can find all the information down below in the description box, along with my PayPal link if you want to donate to support what I do here. If you don't have a PayPal, that's absolutely okay. I'm getting some like heavy downloads, like someone you feel like this is like trauma, where you feel like you're being held hostage or at knife point right now. The tone just went dark real quick, so I'm just gonna give a trigger warning for this whole reading. I don't know what's gonna come out yet. I do know for Pile 1 though, the message is there's still hope for you. On that note, Pile 1, you guys have this clear quartz geode representing your pile, which I cannot capture on camera properly. The light is just making it look like a glowing sun ball. So that could be a message. You guys are the glowing sun ball. And the card you have with that is Sonita. Dreamful today and hopeful tomorrow. Understanding is the first step towards change. Sing the world you want to see. Okay, and then pile number 2, you guys have this axolotl coin purse thing. This was my sister's. And then you have ritual and ceremony, or the opposite would be falsehood. So that's the pics. I don't know, I'm hearing dad or like rad or something like that. That's coming through. But yeah, I'll see you guys at your pile. Okay, I'm just gonna roll into pile number 1. So pile 1, you guys have this clear quartz geode that I can't capture properly on camera. So you may not be seeing something clearly at this point in time, is what the angels are saying. And you guys have Sunita. Dream for today and hope for tomorrow. Understanding is the first step towards change. Sing the world you want to see. And I'm getting ABCs, and I'm getting a lot about the nursery. So you guys feel like you're rebooting up after a really traumatic period right now. I'm hearing the phoenix stage. You're about to rise from the ashes. It does feel like you could resonate with feeling temperamental or just very sensitive at the moment. And this doesn't feel like the right deck to use for you guys. I feel like it needs to be the right deck, because any little thing can tick you off. If something is out of place in the video right now, it could tick you off. And it's not that you're problematic or that this is like a toxic behavior trait of yours. This is like a trauma thing where you've gone through a huge mess in your life, and you just need the last few things to just please be in place, you know, just something to be right for you, something to work in your favor. For someone, you could have trauma regarding legal situations, but you don't have to resonate with that. It's just for the 1 or 2 people here. What deck do I use for you guys? I don't know why I'm hearing keep using that deck. Keep using that deck right there, like this one. So I'm going to use this one. There's still hope for you guys. This is whatever comes through. So you have Emmeline. Don't break the laws, make the laws. Sometimes you need to bite the hand that feeds you. A little anger goes a long way. So you feel like you guys are in, again, a phoenix phase right now, but you're in that suppression period where you feel that anger for what you've been through, and there's no one you can directly take it out on, or if you could, it would be illegal, so you couldn't, you know, because you're a good person, you wouldn't do stuff like that. So you guys are definitely feeling an anger. I feel like there's a divide within you, like things are black and white and crystal clear, whereas before there was a divide. Maybe you didn't know where you stood with someone or something here, or a situation that was causing you harm, but I feel like you're very, very clear right now. I'm hearing attitude as well. You guys are very clear communicators, and I feel like you've put something out there from your heart into the universe, and I feel like you're getting confirmation that you've been heard as well. That's something that's been coming through. But you guys are going through a rebellious period is what I feel like. You're being called into a rebellious timeline, so you're going to be called to fight back here in ways that are unique, not illegal. Unique to your character. So take this how it connects. But I feel like you guys are fed up. This is my pile of those you guys who could be fed up with working for someone else. You're fed up of like being a stay-at-home mom. You're fed up of the same story that you've been living, and you want to vote differently for yourself now. You want differently for yourself now. You have Malala. The most effective weapon is pen and paper. Nothing is more powerful than a woman in this world. Mistakes are a privilege of freedom. So something about the death and rebirth cycle is coming through with this card here. You could have blamed yourself for a long time, felt like you made a mistake with someone. For someone, this passing could have caused you to like really had a manipulative influence over you to the point where maybe you started to shift your ideals, your philosophies, and possibly even your religion, your faith. And you didn't really know what to do with that. Maybe you felt like you were becoming a better person until you felt like you were so far away from yourself you didn't know how to get back. But I feel like you guys are really connecting with your femininity again, especially after a level of trauma or abuse here. Trauma and or abuse here. Regardless of your gender, you're in touch with your feminine nature again. And I'm seeing like a Jessie J song, and I'm hearing her song Do It Like a Dude. So I feel like you're also stepping into your masculine energy, and you're taking control again after a period of trauma. The angels want you to understand your position in this world is really powerful. There are things that people are going to write down and document about you, and or maybe you are documenting, like I'm hearing dogmatic and pragmatic, so maybe that could be along the nature of behavior of what you've been dealing with when it comes to people. And I'm hearing scoping you out as well, so I'm hearing incorrect input, like an autocorrect too, so people are very quick to try and autocorrect who you are, but they get your character wrong all the time. I'm getting the name Karen. I heard song. I don't know why I just heard that. That was very interesting. But yeah, a lot about songs are coming through in this pile. I'm getting something about cinnamon and ginger as well. Ryland is a name coming through. So Greta Thunberg, a simple action might be the best way to deal with a complex problem. Let science be the harbinger of our future. She who dares cares. I feel like you guys could have been very incredibly young here when you went through some level of oppression or suppression due to someone and how they were treating you, or a situation and how it's treating you. Because for someone this feels like life and how life has always treated you, how society has always treated you, due to your gender or something like that is coming through as well. Or due to your age is coming through too. Excuse me, I've like all of a sudden got something in my eye. Everything was fine, and then I got something in my eye. So there's a need to release emotions here as well. That's coming through. You guys are quite pent up right now with anger and upset in your soul, even if you don't feel angry in your human self. But a simple action might be the best way to deal with a complex problem. Reminds me of something I always say, which is that the most complex problems usually have the most simplest answers. So I feel like you're getting a really simple answer on a very complex situation. Creativity is a bottomless well. True beauty can only come from transformation. Don't just survive, thrive. Maya Angelou. I feel like you're taking a sacral chakra energy and you're using it to power and boot you up here. So this is a sense of creativity. Someone here could be a musician. For some, you could be a florist, or you really like to flaunt your energy in yourself, and you're very creative with how you express yourself. The clothes you wear, that's coming through too. That's just gone all over the place. It could be a message. So you have received, may you know you are worthy of the gift. And then you have held reverse, may you feel the ocean's caress. Excuse me, my nose has been flaring up a lot today. So this is slightly paradoxical. This is because this, well, I'm hearing SZA, the musician. This is you guys being received, yet not quite feeling held and supported. So being held, not being held, being heard, but not yet feeling held, and needing both of that. So something about that's coming through as well. Well, your angels want you to know your words are being received. Even if they're not being retained, they are being received. And to have faith. Then I say there's still hope for you. May trust steady your fears. So you guys are going through a root chakra balancing it out right now. After a period of trauma, you're being soothed by the other side. May you settle gently even as the waves break above. Excuse me, my nose is actually running in you guys' part. Like, there's a lot going on. So you could have allergies, or you could be going through a period where you're crying a lot at the moment as well, and that's being recognized by the other side. You're not being left alone too. Or you feel like you need to cry and you're not really letting yourself at this current point in time. Yeah, you got the Five of Cups. This is a card of sadness. It's a card of sadness. So that sense of crying or helplessness or despair that you've been feeling is going to be easing. It's going to be steadying. You're not going to be feeling as heavy. This is like after a flood. I feel like you guys spiritually experienced a flood in your energy field, you know, and this is the aftermath where there's been, you know, possibly even death. Maybe you've lost a loved one here, or you feel like you lost a version of yourself you can never get back as well. You're being asked to hold hope and trust in the higher order of existence here, because it is a very real thing and it's a very active thing, and it works 24/7 and it works over time. You have the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, this could be a messy breakup for someone here, or someone that broke your heart and stabbed you in the back. You guys could have, I'm just noticing how in this deck, obviously this is quite old-fashioned, so you could feel like you were thrusted back, you regressed big time, in like you had done so much healing and then you were thrown back here by whatever's happened. But the angels are saying not really, you know, that's just an impression. You are as healed as you were before. This time you're able to get through the situation faster as a result, because you know how to deal with it, even if it's manifested differently in the 3D is what they're saying. And then you also have the Queen of Cups reverse. So please be kind to yourself, because trauma is no joke. It's a very, very very heavy thing, and it takes a toll on the body. Please be kind to yourself, because right now I feel like you're beating yourself up, because like over things like even crying, you know, or being too sensitive, or not being able to hold enough space open for yourself or others. And it's like, please be kinder to yourself right now. And you got the World reverse. I know this is not over is what they're saying. They're telling me to tell you, I know this is not over. I can't get the world to show. There we go. That was the message. I think you guys are really trying hard here to show something. Like once you're able to show it, or show the world it, with the Nine of Swords reverse, you'll finally be understood here. And the angel's saying accurate, bang on actually. This is part of your path. Strength. So yeah, just hang in there, keep going, keep hope here, because there is like a mega positive turnaround coming for you. Two of Swords. So you're definitely keeping to yourself right now. I feel like you guys are definitely in that period after trauma where there's quiet after the storm, but there's mess everywhere too, and your feet are cold in the water, and you're having to rehome yourself or pick up the pieces, you know. So I hope that helps you out. These are just messages and whatever comes through. If you want to book a personal reading, you can find all the information down below, as well as how to donate if you would like to, all in the description box. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video is guided to. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next one. And that is my phone calling me, so I'm just going to roll on out of here. So I don't want to cut the video. I'm not going to cut the video. I may have to cut the video. Should I leave this in? Okay. Oh my god, my nose is doing this. Alright, pile number 2. I've just rolled into your heart because I didn't want to cut the video so I could get this out all quick. Didn't even put the cards away from pile number 1. So this is whatever comes through. I do apologize, my nose is like very runny right now. So if I sniffle, if it gets skunky, it's just happening. It's just doing its thing. So you guys, we're going to use the weed deck. I feel like using the weed deck for you. So you have the little axolotl coin purse. This little thing. Some of you could be into boba tea. I've recently been having that. It's quite nice. And then you have ritual and ceremony or falsehood coming out. I'm getting something about mackerels or macaroni and cheeses coming through, or like prawns and spring onions. That could be a message for someone. What are the messages for pile number 2? That's already come out. So you got the Queen of Pentacles coming out. Okay, you guys, I feel like someone has literally tried to ritualize your abundance. Someone has literally tried to harvest your energy here. Or this is currently what's going on. Someone is trying to, or a situation is trying to harvest your light energy, your abundance, your stability on a soul level. And in the 3D, what's manifesting is chaos and instability and problems and deficit. Someone is literally trying to leech from your soul. So you guys are dealing with energy vampires and the literal devil right now. Something about the axolotl has got to be a message. If you just give me a moment here, because the axolotl coin purse, right? So the meaning of an axolotl spiritually means transformation, renewal, and resilience. You guys are the persecuted. The axolotl is deeply connected to Aztec god Axolotl, who is associated with lightning and death, and who transformed into an axolotl to avoid being sacrificed. That feels like a message. So there's some kind of sacrifice, sacrificing, like a human sacrifice, but a spiritual sacrifice going on with your energy. And I picked up on this not too long ago on this channel. So it's a harvesting of your light, of your joy, of everything that makes you, your character, until you're left a shell of yourself, until your name has been dirtied, until nobody knows the truth of who you are. So like I'm hearing a ridicule. This is a Jesus archetype. This is very common and prominent at the moment, I'm noticing, as I work with people here and you know, see what's going on in the world. So you could resonate with going through that. It's a symbol of escape and survival. So you guys are escaping a ritualization of your energy by low vibrational beings, by demons, by people that literally do not have your best interest in mind. They just want to take from you, and you're surviving this really well. But this lightning and death is telling me, like, for someone, one of these people have the karma, excuse me, my nose is running, of literally passing away. And obviously that's heavy. Like, I'm staring at the end key on my keyboard as well. But yeah, obviously there's heavy, but I feel like someone evoked death in your life and decay in your life, and like you lost your sense of self and everything felt like hell. Like, it's just reminding me of someone who told me, like, they did some form of drug and all they could see around them was hell, and they were there for hours and it was awful. And it's like, yeah, where you go when you come out of your body, depending on who you've been as a human being, right? So some of you guys can resonate with having a near-death experience or being knocked out of your body as well. I'm going to use this deck over here, actually. Oh, and this one feels like the perfect deck for you guys. Yeah, I barely shuffled and the cards have already come out. So you got the Bardo, which makes me think of feasting on, like, it's an iris. It's like the window to the soul. So feasting on your soul. I know these messages are quite heavy, but they're coming through. You are being guided through this with the mental. You are being heavily guided through this right now to preserve yourself. Understand, this is not your detriment. This is not your detriment as a soul. This is not your ending. You've got so much further to go. You've already survived this. you don't see how you've already survived this, but you have. The shadow reverse, understand what has been done here to you is coming into the light. It will be coming into the light if it's not currently already. This will be known, whatever this is, take it how it connects. And then I'm seeing like your beating heart. This card is not meant to be in here, so I'm going to take it. You got the Seven of Pentacles. I always take this as my watching card, so you could resonate with feeling washed at the moment, or washed out as well. I do apologize. It's like really like running, so I'm going to just fix that. If you just give me like a moment, because that's insane. I must be really on point with something though. That's what I'm thinking, yeah, because my nose, I don't know why it's acting up like this. But anything to do with my nose is usually like a message of like confirmation for me. There's definitely jealousy here. There's definitely people that have had their eye on your abundance as a soul. Like, this is more of a spiritual thing. So this may not be recognized on a conscious level with the people around you. Or you may recognize it, but they don't. But this is like narcissist paradigm. Like narcissists galore being drawn to your energy here. You got the Seven of Swords, taken away from your energy, wanting to take away from you, not wanting to fund you or resource you or be there for you or support you through your chaos. Literally, I heard chaos so loudly, and then a card of chaos. The Five of Wands has just come out. So you could be in a period of chaos at the moment. I just want to say the meaning of the axolotl, got a transformation, like, is really powerful. Like, I've not come across like an animal spiritual meaning that's so powerful. Look, showing that the inner resources can lead to the regeneration of lost aspects of the self. And I've been going on about how you lot feel like you, that inner child, that deep, intimate, personal connection with God, that light source connection with God too. But going back to the inner child, that like heartfelt connection that you have with the world around you, I feel like that has really been compromised and possibly even hindered. And I'm noticing how the skies are different shades of blue. So I'm getting a message of like, we're looking at the same moon, we're looking at the same sun, we're looking at the same stars, but we'll never see each other again. When can I see you, or how can I see you? For some reason that's coming through. So it's a reminder of humanity and of humility. Like, at the end of the day, we're all staring at the same sun and the same moon and the same stars. So these people will not get away with what they've done to you here, because there is a process and there is a protocol, and life, it has to be fair. Otherwise, with no equilibrium, think of what happens when there is imbalance between the tectonic plates. There's earthquakes, you know. So it's kind of like that. The Sun reverse, another card with a child on it, an inner child, in reverse here, feeling like you can't get back to that part of you. But the sun is still here. I'm getting something about Coca-Cola. You could be really into that, or Pepsi for someone here. I really got to blow my nose again. I do apologize. It's like really, really icky and gross. I know. Yeah, you got the Ten of Wands. I keep hearing you're being guided through this, you're being guided through this, you're being guided through this. I do feel like you guys are feeling quite run down right now. Your energy has been drained. It has been feasted on, and that don't sound nice to say, but that it just feels like you've been torn to shreds like meat. And it's painful to say that, and it's painful for you to hear it, I feel, when I do this pile. But recognizing it, just so you really, really understand right now, you gotta keep your energy to yourself, and you need to self-preserve. You gotta preserve yourself. Because I feel like this is a power you guys are so open and giving with your energy. So you could have been at a crisis point and still open and giving with your energy. You gotta preserve right now. I resonate with this power a lot, actually. Just have to say. I'm hearing the name Chloe. I'm getting the word admin as well. Alexandra. I'm getting quest. Seeker's quest is coming through. Angels, any other messages from you, please? You have the Four of Wands and you have the Eight of Swords. So right now you could be feeling trapped at home, like needing to get out, but at the same time needing to preserve your energy. You could be feeling the friction of that. The angel saying this period will pass, this too shall pass. Just give yourself the time right now to stay at home, even if it feels stifling, because I feel like you're recharging your energy, and this is vital because I feel like you hit a critical point where if you kept going, some illness or some situation in the physical would have manifested, and possibly even your physical death. Because when we look at things like that, that's decay, that's like low vibrational energies. That is, you know, death is a low vibrational energy that's alchemized by high vibrational energy of birth and transmutation. But it's a hard energy. It's a death and decay, right? So that, like, manifesting, like when you go through abuse, you see it on a person's face. You see how worn down they look because of the decay on their soul. So that's kind of what I mean. So right now I feel like you're healing, you're recharging that. So give yourself some beauty sleep, give yourself some beauty time is what they're saying. You need it. Yeah, because you've been dealing with this. Now my phone is ringing, so I'm going to leave this here, but I will let you know you can book a personal reading with me, and you can also donate to support me. All the information is down below in the description box. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video is guided to. I'm hearing candy floss. I'm sending you much love, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.